Welcome everyone to today's video, and this video is going to be taking place from the Empire Strikes Back from a Certain Point of View novel, which, came out a few months ago, and we're going to start uncovering some other stuff from this book that I have yet to do. I did make a video that you see right here in the top right of your screen about that Yoda was actually confirmed to recognize R2-D2 with Luke Skywalker. And the reason I haven't been doing a lot of videos on this book was mainly because of The Mandalorian, how awesome that was, and I can't wait to see season 3 now. So this is going to be taking place from on page 221 and 222. If you have your book with you, we're going to be discussing a few things that Yoda actually thought about when he heard about Luke Skywalker being here being at his planet on Dagobah. So Yoda could not remember the last time something had broken his concentration in such a manner. Was it a sign of inner doubt or an old fear he'd managed to keep hidden with? No, this was an outside presence, a presence he had not felt in many years, potent and prophetic, foreign yet familiar. A Skywalker. Now, Obi-Wan had contacted Yoda years earlier. His old friend spoke of Anakin's child and hope for the future of the Jedi, but the old master assumed he meant Leia. Yoda relished the chance to help her find her place in the universe and potential within the Force. But this was another. Luke, the brash. Luke, the reckless. Luke, the echo of his father's yearning need to control that which he cannot understand. And Luke was now on Dagobah. What I find most interesting from these few sentences here is that Yoda thought that he was going to soon train Leia. We don't know why he thought this. Maybe we can find this out in the Kenobi series, perhaps. But I just find that really interesting. And the reason I think that he doesn't want it to be Luke was because he mentions him being just like his father, and he knows what had happened to Anakin Skywalker, how he turned Darth Vader, and what really could happen to Leia is how most likely her ending up like Padme, which Padme was never bad, but Darth Vader was bad for certain times, of course. And it also mentions later that he said he could sense Luke was full of excitement and anticipation, and that Yoda doesn't really like those kind of qualities in a Jedi Master, a warrior, a being of a great stature and even greater power, wanting all that. And what's actually really funny, he says, most amusing this first lesson shall be, which I have to work on my Yoda accent. And so we're gonna be doing like other parts from this novel, and regarding a very, very similar subject, the same part of this book as well. But it really is interesting how he would prefer training Leia, mainly for the reason of Luke having a higher chance of ending up and following the dark side, and he would prefer, and he assumed that it would have been Leia that he was training. So now we know. This really changes my mind and thinking of when I see The Empire Strikes Back, when I see Yoda first meet Luke, how what he's thinking, how he thought like, oh, this is not a girl, like what? He heard of him, but once again he assumed it would be Leia, and he didn't really have these qualities that he looked forward to in training, such as reckless, which is not really a quality that Yoda is not a fan of, or brash, or following his father's footsteps, perhaps. But I think that Yoda would have definitely preferred training Leia to become a Jedi. So I just thought this was interesting, seeing Yoda's thoughts of whenever Luke first comes to his planet of Dagobah, and I don't think that Obi-Wan told him that Luke was going to come, so that's kind of confirmed that he had Yoda did not know it was going to be the boy instead of the girl. But we're going to be discussing lots of topics similar to this in videos to come in the future. And I hope you enjoyed this one. And in the meantime, the Force will be with you always.